What's up, everyone? This is Silver Slayer, and welcome to your daily silver stacking video. Thank you for tuning in and supporting the silver stacking community. The best way to help this video out is by liking the video and leaving a comment. Even if you just say, hey, what's up, Slayer? I would love to know what you think about this, because we're going to be talking about silver. Why silver is called the devil's metal? Why it crashes so hard? Why is silver so volatile? What is up? They call it gold on steroids. They call it gold on crack. I mean, silver is definitely one of those rebellious metals that a lot of people are going to look down on you upon for buying. But we're going to look at some of those reasons today. I figured we should do a different type of video. Hopefully you like the video, and please like the video if you like this type of format. We're just going to be going through different names that silver is called and why these people post these articles calling silver those names. A lot of it is, why is silver referred to as the devil's metal? Silver the devil's metal, like gold on crack. Silver jumps 50%, but beware of the devil's metal. Is silver really the devil's metal? The devil's metal, 5 key points. Silver soars as speculators dive into the devil's metal. Silver's wild swings show why it's called the devil's metal. I mean, you can obviously see silver doesn't get the best rap sometimes. And if you're someone who's looking at investment opportunities and you see something called the devil's metal, you're probably going to want to stay away from it, especially when they talk about how risky it can be compared to something like gold. Now, calling a safe haven metal risky is extremely contradicting, because at the end of the day, silver's real money. So calling something risky that's real money compared to the worthless US dollar that's literally collapsing beneath our feet is just, it's silly to say. But I get what they mean. It's riskier because it's so I guess dramatic. If gold's going to rise 10%, silver's rising 15%, but that also works for the opposite. If gold drops 10%, silver's dropping 15%, and silver lags to gold. So a lot of times it's slower. You have to have a lot of, like one of these articles said, silver stackers have nerves of steel, because it could be extremely frustrating. And a lot of times, if you don't have patience, you won't even break even. That's why I tell people, don't invest into silver unless you understand its true value and unless you have patience, because if not, if you just jump on the train of, when most people do, or if you just did it because a friend told you to and you don't really know what you're getting into, you're probably going to lose a lot of money. So please understand why people stack silver. Don't just do it to do it. Research. So let's look at some of these. And by the way, if you want to own some of this devil's metal, I'm doing a giveaway. I'm picking 2 winners. The link will be in the description or the pinned comment. May the luckiest stacker win. The giveaway entry video is still open, so you don't want to miss it. Trust me, I'm giving away a lot of silver. And actually, I might start doing a thing where I'll pick like 1 subscriber per month to give some silver to. So if you subscribe, we'll also leave comment. I'm just going to do a thing where one of my subscribers, I'll just pick a random video and I'll pick one of the comments in the random video, and once a month I'll just message someone that left a comment, say, hey, email me, and I'll send some silver. So engaging in my videos is definitely that's just an open giveaway all the time, and I'll do that once a month. So anyways, let's jump into this. The first article actually didn't mention anything, so let's do this one. It says the devil's metal like gold on crack. So I know why they're saying this before. It's because silver is such a small market compared to gold. That's why. When money gets thrown into silver, it affects it more, because silver is like 11 times smaller than gold, or the market. So anyways, let's kind of highlight some of these main points. After the huge crash in the silver price in 2008, it went from down to $9, but then obviously three years later it went to $50. But I'm trying to see where they talk about it in this article, because we're going to go through a lot of these articles. Anyway, let's try to find the main point. Okay, he started by describing silver as a devil's metal. As far as traders are concerned based on how difficult it is to trade poor man's gold in normal market conditions. But then in the answer to question at that, he describes silver as like gold on crack, which primarily was a reference to the volatility that can be seen in silver price, a reflection to the attitudes of many silver investors. And I guess, I guess that is true. A lot of us, we do like the spikes, and actually, there's a lot of opportunity there as well. Since it hits higher highs, there's a bigger gap to be made where gold is more this. You can profit off of those margins in between as well. So, anyways, this is a good one. And by the way, most of these, it's cool because they're talking about certain times. Like each one will be a different year and a different month, which shows why they're calling it that, or, gold on steroids or whatever, at that period of time, just showing how much volatility silver really has. So this was in the July 2016 high of $21 silver. I remember that. I was posting daily videos back then as well. Yes, that long ago. Posting daily videos, and I remember silver finally broke above $20. It hit $21. I probably covered this article back all those years ago, 7 years ago, 6 years ago, whatever. But it was exciting, right? It's crazy to think, but the average price of silver for the last 10 years was $15. So we're looking at these prices now, but we're desensitized to it because silver was $30 last year. But believe it or not, we celebrated when silver broke $21. All of us, we were like, holy crap. It's so if you're a newer stacker, just try to put that into to context, or try to think about that. Anyways, silver prices have it jumped nearly 50% so far this year. 50% that year in 2016. That was a crazy year. I remember that like it was yesterday. Still making daily videos back then as well. Reversing 3 years of losses, history shows investors hoping to hop aboard the bandwagon. This should be wary. And that's true, right? It hit that $21 high in 2016, and then it was back down for years and years. A surge in gold and upbeat prices of industrial metals, along with prospects for yet more monetary stimulus, leading central banks have prompted some heart-stopping moves. This guy said, I've lost hair this year. One silver trader said after the market shot up by almost a third in 1 month alone. But I want to just go down and try to figure out where they really talk about it. But moves such as silver's 32% jump from $15 all the way to $21 on July 4th, still difficult to justify in economic terms. And that's why traders call it the devil's metal. It really can. It can be, look, silver tends to move erratically between $7 and $50 an ounce in the last 10 years. It really is crazy. And silver is, manipulated. Silver prices are manipulated to some degree, but that won't be the case forever. When silver's industrial use for the green revolution comes into play, you can't manipulate that type of need, that type of, I guess, demand. Low supply, high demand shoots the price up. The dollar index, stock market volatility, all that stuff affects the price of silver, right? But when we're talking about the massive silver shortage we're facing, or starting to face, especially moving forwards over the next 10, 15, 20 years, with the amount of silver needed, that you can't manipulate something like that. There's going to be, and we're already starting to see, such an extreme situation where silver's needed to such just an alarming level that's actually going to be dangerous for us if we can't make all these solar panels and make the world go green, which is trying to save the planet. I think people are going to really start to realize silver's true value in about 5-6 years. Anyways, but yeah, I mean, it is really crazy. Like, silver is just, look at this, rising 65% over the last 3 weeks. And then that raised concerns that a pullback may be harsh. And yes, if the price is just going to go up, 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 you better know it's going to go down, 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 even lower. You don't ever want it to do that. You want it to go up a little bit, down a little bit, up a little more. That's why it's called a correction. It's actually correcting. It's good for the price to go down for it to go back up, because during those corrections, the price is building stability. Over the long term, if it's a gradual approach with dips in between, that's good. But if it just goes way up, like Bitcoin did in 2016 when it shot from like what was it, $1,500 all the way up to $16,000 within like 6 or 7 months. Of course, Bitcoin crashed extremely hard, and it took what, 4 or 5 years for it to make any type of recovery. You don't want that, and that's why that July 2016 high, $21 silver. Yeah, we knew that was gonna be harsh because it, like they said, jumped. Like what was it? I think they said $15 up to $21 in a matter of like 3 months or something. Like, of course, that's extreme overbought territory, and the price is going to crash. And that's why people say, like, if silver does hit $50 this year or $100 in the next year or two, it's going to crash extremely hard. It needs to take time for it to get there, right? Go up to 50, then pull back a little bit, then go to 56, and then pull back to 49, and then go to 62, and then go to 57, and then maybe go to 59, and then go to 50. You know what I'm saying? Just ups and downs, but it's building stability. And at that same time, people are getting desensitized to those higher prices. A lot of people are desensitized to that $30 Wall Street silver push. So now they're looking at silver's price at 25 and saying, man, my investment is down. I'm in the red. That is only because you bought at a specific time. But if you bought a year before that, your investment would be tripled, because it was $11 in March of 2020. So you see where, depending upon it, what year, or could even be which month you bought in, could drastically determine your perspective on something, which is irrelevant in the grand scheme of things. But anyways, silver soars as speculators dive into the devil's metal. The devil's metal, 5 key points in investing into silver. I mean, there's a lot. And here's another thing, right? Banks love gold. Banks love gold. Banks still call gold money. They still see it as money. They still hold it. Banks don't hold it silver anymore. Banks don't see silver as money anymore. They say that gold is a commodity, silver's an asset. Or they say gold is an asset, silver's a commodity. I think it should be flipped. And honestly, it's funny that they deem silver as just an investment now, or an asset, since it's used in the industrial sector so much. I think it's funny because silver was actually money before gold. Silver makes a lot more sense to be used as money and not so much gold, since gold is so pricey, right? That's why our money was literally, constitutional silver was silver, because 50-cent Walking Liberty had 50 cents of silver in it. A Mercury dime had 10 cents worth of silver inside of it. So when you went to the store clerk and handed them a 50-cent Walking Liberty, you were exchanging 50 cents of real money for 50 cents of that good. Nowadays, 2 quarters has no metal inside of it that's worth anything, so you're exchanging nothing for that good. And that's how you could see how debt could be, added up. And that's why if you look at 1971, as soon as we got rid of the gold standard, the dollar's strength just went down. And actually about 100 years earlier than that is when we got rid of the silver standard. So, we're trying to get ourselves out of debt by replacing it with more debt. It's never going to make sense to any degree. But anyways, there is something else that I wanted to talk about, since we're talking about silver and gold. There's also a crypto that's backed by physical gold. It's called GSX, gold secured currency, and this is actually something that I think everyone should check out. And that's mainly because GSX is not only backed by physical gold. Hold on, let me find it right here. It's not only backed by physical gold, but they also own land in different countries that they are digging in new mining sites, right? They just started the Zimbabwe project. They already are digging in other areas. They're opening up a new mine this year, and they have other things as well. There's Apollo Coin. They are going to be setting up live streams at some of the mines. They post daily updates. The coins are what, like 3 cents right now. You can buy it on Bitmart. I recommend going to Bitmart. And I love this project. There's so much. And they even post the geological reports of their mineral deposits and what each mine, the data they collect. It's very transparent. You can buy it, trade it, sell it, do whatever you want on Bitmart. It trades just like any other crypto on there. So if you want to buy some GSX, then it goes to 5 cents, in the next month or so, and you want to sell it for Bitcoin, whatever. It's a real crypto. You can buy it. It's on the exchange Bitmart. Coinbase has it listed. There's just a lot of stuff that this company's doing that I don't think people understand. They're creating like a national payment platform. They started their own crypto exchange called Knox, which is coming out. They did Stratus.co, which is like a Facebook Atrium / crypto exchange / Amazon marketplace. They even made their own mobile app called Gold Inc. A lot of big stuff is coming from them. I'll keep updating you because, like I said, this crypto is going to be huge, right? It just came out like 5 months ago. Coins are like 4 cents, 3 cents. I see in a year or so, when a lot of their other stuff is kicked into gear, I could see this easily being over $1. I mean, it's going to be redeemable for actual gold. Coin burn, 50% of the 10 billion are going to be burned, so the supply isn't over saturated. But it's also it's a stable coin and a cryptocurrency and an investment coin, which are all three different things. Every year it pays yearly dividends. It's backed, like I said, by physical gold. So yeah, I like it. I'm gonna keep updating you because there's just so much happening with this project. If you want to invest, I'll post the link to Bitmart in the description. It's just like any other crypto exchange. But yeah, let me know if you invest into this. I'm really excited about this project, as I have been for a while. I've been watching this project for a long time now. But anyways, I do really want to push this I guess message to newer stackers that there's going to be extreme volatility with the silver market. And if you don't hold on for dear life, you're going to lose a lot of money. You're going to lose a lot of money because you're going to buy high and sell low. It's supposed to be buy low, sell high. Buy the dips, sell the tops. Buy it when it's cheap, sell it when it rises. If you buy it while all the hype is there, that's when the price is up because people need confirmation or validation that the price could go up, and then they sell when things are down and everyone's debating and contemplating and saying what's going on, and the articles come out with FUD, fear, uncertainty, doubt. Don't do that. That's actually when you should be buying. Use that to your advantage because then you can get the price for cheaper. So anyways, yeah, I'm going to wrap this video up here. If you thought this video was 1, educational, 2, informational, 3, at least entertaining, make sure to hit the like button. I post daily videos. Go check out the video I made yesterday, by the way. It kind of has to do with this. It's talking about why silver stackers are frustrated or pissed off. It's a good video. A lot of people like it. Video's doing extremely well, and it's for a good reason, and it kind of goes off of this. So I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, please like the video. I know this was a longer video, so if you stuck around so far, pat yourself on the back. You wanted to stick around and get every piece of information. Thanks for tuning in. This is Silver Slayer. I'll see you guys soon. Peace.